check out this lighting. Oh, yum. All right, now it's looking like we're in a studio. Now it's looking like we're in a studio. So let me go ahead and show you the lighting setup for this look right here. So if you want to do a little setup like this, you can go ahead and go the DIY route. I'll go ahead and I always say I'm gonna link stuff, so I'm not gonna say that. If you want to look up like a cheap DIY way to do this, you can probably go to Home Depot and get a cake pan, or do that get a cake pan from Amazon and get like a small little light or something and figure out how to do a DIY. But I'm gonna go ahead and show you the lighting setup to make it look like this, like you're in like an interview type of what do they call these talking head sections, where you're just kind of talking to the camera and there's nothing really much going on besides you and your coffee. As you can see, this side of me is very softly lit, and this is what I'm using to light it. This is the Aputure 120D Mark II. You can go ahead and go on their website, Aputure, A-P-U-T-U-R-E, to look this light up if you want to go ahead and look into it if you're into lighting. That's probably the thing I enjoy the most, is just figuring out how to make things look good by using lighting alone. I don't think you need the best camera. I think what you need is good lighting. This light right here, it's really nice, very strong output, and I have a giant softbox, as you can see, attached to it. And then to my left, I have an Aputure Amaran HLSW for wide, I believe. And I also have a small little softbox attached to it so that it can soften the light up a little bit. And that's where I'm getting this orange glowy rim light from. Especially if I throw on my hat, you can see a little bit better, like on my ear and stuff. What this does is it creates contrast from the background. So let me go ahead and show you what it looks like without these lights. So this is how it looks without the Aputure Amaran light turned on. It's obviously very dark over here. I start to basically blend into the shadows in the back, and you don't want that because you want to be able to create some separation from your subject and the background. So lighting a little backlight is what helps separate you from the background. This is how it looks with just the giant Aputure light turned on and not the Amaran. So let me go ahead and flip that. The Aputure 120D Mark II comes with a little remote, so I can go ahead and turn it off like this, and wrong button, there we go. So this is what it looks like with just this light and the natural skylight lighting me a little bit, which to be honest, I wasn't sure that it was even gonna light me, but I guess it is lighting me a little bit. So this is just the Aputure Amaran light and the natural skylight. So right here, it looks like I'm doing some crazy little, I don't know, some Godfather movie type scene, but yeah, lighting is everything if you haven't already noticed. And this is how it looks with the whole setup. So these lights I am going to link down below, so you can go ahead and check those out. Light is everything. And here's a word from our sponsor, Eduardo Mejia, on lighting.
I didn't know how important lighting was until I brought lighting into my life. That's why I am spiritual AF right now. For real, lighting does play a huge factor. Honestly, didn't know how important it was until Sergio introduced me to the light game and how a light could definitely change the image of the video and the feel of the video, which is really insanely, incredibly awesome. I do highly encourage you to invest into some lighting for your videos if you want better quality picture, because I would look at other YouTubers that would have the same cameras as Sergio and I did, and or have I don't know what I'm saying, but you know, we have the same cameras as the other YouTubers and their footage looks way better than ours, and we're like, why does their footage look better than ours and we have the same camera? It was because of the lighting. Yeah, the lighting does play a huge factor. So there's affordable lighting, and then there's obviously more expensive lighting, which, I mean, if you have a budget for it, I recommend you get the best of the best. If you don't, there's a lot of ways around it, and there's plenty of videos on YouTube to show you how to create your own lighting within your budget. If you're starting with this whole vlogging, videography, if you're starting with your videography career, look into some lighting. You'll thank me later, or Sergio, or both of us.